More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium, The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lewis to throw. That's caught. It's Thompson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Oh, he got loose.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Zings it complete to the right. Looking for room at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lewis wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the gun, running back on the move. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Swan. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked. just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lewis to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll return it. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Roberts. Touchdown, Appalachian State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Mississippi State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got it in the middle. It's Cross. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Now they'll run the draw. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Off play action on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Roberts. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Lawson. Still on his feet at the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
To the air, it's Swann. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the returner will be brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Swann. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They get to him as he throws. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Lewis to throw. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got a man, it's Barnes. There he goes! And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Roberts. Ripping through the defense. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Swan. Pulls it in, it's Lawson. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers are on the move. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lewis wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, hits Anderson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Swann. Now he's going to break the pocket. But a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give on the inside. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 30. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Swan. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Scrambling away. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end.
Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
On the option. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing, to fumble in that situation, and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, App State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Looking for the two-point try. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Swan. A little screen to the running back. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Tigers will try to run out the clock in this final minute. To the air on second down. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cross. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they